Hola clase, this is lesson 27 in Spanish 1A, first semester beginning level Spanish. And the story today is The Guy Who Goes to Dance Rehearsal Sometimes. It's about a guy who takes dance classes, but he only goes to rehearsal sometimes, and so the night of the concert, he's in big trouble. Hay un chico. El chico se llama Brent. Brent toma clases de baile, pero a Brent no le gusta ir al ensayo de baile. Brent prefiere practicar en línea. Brent va al ensayo de baile a veces. La maestra de baile no está contenta. Ella llama a Brent. Brent, tienes que venir al ensayo. El concierto es el viernes próximo. Brent le dice, sí, maestra. Pero Brent no va al ensayo de baile. Brent practica en línea. La noche del concierto, Brent está muy nervioso. Está nervioso porque solo va al ensayo a veces y no sabe bien el baile. La música comienza y los bailarines bailan. Brent baila también, pero hay un problema. Brent no sabe el baile. Entonces, Brent baila hip hop. La maestra de baile no está contenta. Ella se agarra la cabeza y grita, ¡ay, ay, ay! Brent es pésimo! At the end of today's lesson, you're going to be able to understand everything I just said. Plus, read it, write it, and say it. Let's look at the objectives. First, I'm going to teach you 2 sets of new vocab, more activities, and the vocab that we need to learn the story about Brent. Then, preguntas, questions and answers in Spanish. Then you're going to lee y traduce, read and translate a story by yourself, and then check it with me to see how well you understood it. La gramática de hoy is on ser and estar, the 2 to-be verbs, part 2. So we're going to practice with that a little bit more. And then el quiz on the vocab and grammar to see how well you understood it. So, grab your workbook and let's get started. We are in Jalen Waltman's Complete Spanish Course 1A, First Semester Beginning Spanish Workbook. We are in Lesson 27. It looks like this. New vocab list. Practicar en línea. Practicar en línea means to chat online. Practicar means to chat, and maybe you can remember it because you play when you chat. En línea, literally online. Hacer la tarea. That means to do homework. Now, tarea really means task, so it could also be classwork, but Spanish textbooks always teach you this phrase as do homework. But there could also be tarea in class. Estudiar, to study. And these are all infinitives, so they technically would all be to study, to do homework, to chat. Ver televisión, to watch TV. Alquilar videos, to rent videos. And then 2 questions for you. It's actually the same question, but 2 versions of it. ¿Qué hace someone? And ¿qué haces with an S? ¿Qué hace with something after it? What does this person do? And it could also mean, what do you, formal, do? Usted. So it could be, if I were asking someone that I was addressing as usted, I would say, ¿Qué hace usted? You know, what do you do? ¿Qué haces? What do? Now who am I talking to? You have an S on the end of haces. What do you? What kind of you? To do. So someone that you're more casual with, that you're familiar with, that's your friend or your family member. ¿Qué haces? What do you do? Okay, let's write and draw. Platicar en línea. Chat online. This is his computer keyboard. That looks like a foot. That's supposed to be the computer monitor stand. Anyway, okay. So here's this guy chatting online. So he's thinking, some stuff. Hi, I'm so-and-so. Yes, haha. Platicar en línea. Hacer la tarea. To do homework. Do homework, let's put here. This is a desk lamp shining down on this person's homework. Oh my goodness. She's a little bit too far away from the desk, but okay, so hacer tarea. Okay, this is practicar en línea. He's just chatting. She's doing homework. Estudiar. Estudiar, to study. I'm going to put that one down here. So this guy, let's do an open textbook. Okay. On the desk. And he's thinking, Okay, so that's going to be study. Okay, so platicar en línea, hacer la tarea, estudiar. Ver televisión, to watch TV. Gonna put that one here. I messed up that guy's mouth. Oh, let's just have him be throwing up. Usually you hold your stomach. It's gross. He's throwing up. All right, and here's some people who think it's funny. Watching it. Okay, so this is ver televisión. Alquilar videos. Alquilar means to rent, this really weird word, alquilar. Now there is also, I know at least in Mexican slang, rentar. In fact, if you say alquilar to most Mexicans, they're gonna kind of look at you weird because they just say rentar. They borrowed it from English and made a verb out of it, which I love. Because there's a whole bunch of just words in English that they put an AR on and make into a verb. It's really kind of funny and fun. Anyway, so alquilar videos, let's put here. This person is renting the videos. Let's draw one of those red box. I don't think it's completely outdated just quite yet. But this would be easier to portray than renting videos like on, through a subscription service online or something. Okay, so he's gonna be standing here, getting the video. It's coming out of the little slot. It looks like a tongue. Oh, and there's the eyes. Okay, these are the video advertisements of what it has. Okay, so this is alquilar videos. And then I need ¿qué hace? What does this person do? And what do you do? Okay, here's a guy with question arms asking somebody that's his age what he likes to do or what he does on weekends or whatever. Okay, so this is going to be ¿qué haces? And then what does that person do? I'm going to put him down here. Pointing at that guy. That's him pointing at him. Asking, what does he do? Okay, so apparently this guy is this guy's twin. What does your twin brother do? Okay, so here, ¿qué haces? What do you do? And here, what does that guy do? Actually, let's do that. Okay, let's cover up these Spanish and English translations above so that we can learn these words without seeing the English. You point at the picture you think I'm saying. Practicar en línea. Practicar en línea. That's this guy. He's playing around chatting online. Practicar en línea. Hacer la tarea. Hacer la tarea. Okay, that's her. She's doing tarea, her task, her homework. Estudiar. Estudiar. That's this guy. He's studying this big textbook and really into it. Ver televisión. Ver televisión. Okay, that's these people. They're watching something stupid on TV. Alquilar videos. Alquilar videos. Okay, that's this guy renting the videos from the red box. ¿Qué haces? ¿Qué haces? Question, what do you do? Asking you, haces, has the S on it. ¿Qué haces? What do you do? ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué hace? What does he or she do? In this case, it's he. So, ¿qué hace? What does that person over there do? Okay, try to stay ahead of the blue arrow. Practicar en línea. Hacer tarea. Estudiar. Ver televisión. Alquilar videos. ¿Qué haces? ¿Qué hace? Hacer tarea. Estudiar. Alquilar videos. Practicar en línea. Ver televisión. ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué haces? Platicar en línea. Ver televisión. Estudiar. Alquilar videos. ¿Qué hace? Hacer la tarea. ¿Qué haces? Ver televisión. Hacer la tarea. Alquilar videos. ¿Qué haces? ¿Qué hace? Muy bien. Okay, let's write the words under the pictures. This guy's asking, ¿qué? Accent mark on the E. Haces. ¿Qué haces? What do you do? Okay, here. Platicar en línea. Línea has an accent mark on the I. Hacer la tarea. This weird alquilar videos. That's the textbook word. And I don't think I mentioned this, but I think they use it more in Spain than rent that. I don't think they use rent that in Spain. So that's the reason why it's in the textbook. Estudiar. Okay, another question. ¿Qué? Accent mark on the E. Hace. What does that guy do? And I don't need the dots. The dots are there in case you want to say ¿Qué hace él? Or ¿Qué hace Ron? Or whatever. What does this person over there do? Ver televisión. Accent mark on the O. New vocab list part 2. These are the phrases we need to understand the story. Va al ensayo de baile a veces. Goes to dance rehearsal. Sometimes. Prefiere platicar en línea. Prefers, he or she prefers to chat online. Prefers to chat online. Hay un concierto el viernes próximo. There's a concert the next Friday. Okay. Hay un concierto. Concierto looks like concert. Viernes, Friday. You're very glad it's Friday. Próximo, it's the one that's in proximity. It's related to that word proximity. It's close proximity to you. So it's the next Friday. Tienes que venir al ensayo. You have to come to rehearsal. Tienes, you have to, has an S, right? Que venir, you have to come. Venir is to come, the infinitive, to the rehearsal. No sabe bien el baile. Doesn't know the dance. In English, we need to say it like this. Well. He doesn't know the dance well. He doesn't know the dance, how to do this dance very well. Write and draw. Let's draw these vocab phrases. Va al ensayo de baile a veces. I'm going to draw that here. He's going. Here's a dance school. Just thinking about the calendar. He won't go that day, won't go that day, won't go that day. Maybe he'll go that day. Won't go that day, won't go that day, might go that day. Nope. So he's only going a veces. He'll go sometimes to dance rehearsal. Prefiere practicar en línea. I'm going to draw that here. There's the same guy. This he likes. That's his computer screen. His chair. And here's his chat. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Etc. So, prefiere practicar en línea, va al ensayo de baile a veces. Hay un concierto el viernes próximo. Let's draw the concert. Here's the stage curtain. Here's some lights shining. Another stage curtain. Okay, there's the stage. Here's the seating. So here's the concert. And it is, okay, so here's a week. And the concert is next Friday. Hay un concierto el viernes próximo. Tienes que venir al ensayo. You have to come to dance practice. Draw a lady with a bun. She's not happy. She's looking at her calendar. Here's Brent getting the phone call. So tienes que venir al ensayo. You have to come to practice or to rehearsal. No sabe bien el baile. He doesn't know the dance very well. So here's some dancers. Draw their little tutus. He's gonna have the wrong leg. And his arms are wrong too, so here they are at dance practice. No sabe bien. And let's make him a thought bubble with a question mark because he does not know this dance very well. No sabe bien el baile. Okay, let's cover up the vocab words at the top, the English and the Spanish translations, so we can learn these Spanish phrases. Point at the picture that you think represents what I'm saying. Va al ensayo de baile a veces. Va al ensayo de baile a veces. That's here. He goes to dance rehearsal sometimes. They have it all these days. He goes sometimes. Prefiere platicar en línea. Prefiere platicar en línea. Okay, that's here. He's happy. He prefers this chatting online. Hay un concierto el viernes próximo. Hay un concierto el viernes próximo. That's here. There's a concert next Friday on the calendar. Tienes que venir al ensayo. Tienes que venir al ensayo. That's here. You have to come to rehearsal. That's her calling him, telling him. No sabe bien el baile. No sabe bien el baile. That's here. He doesn't know the dance very well. Okay, try to stay ahead of the blue arrow. Va al ensayo de baile a veces. Prefiere platicar en línea. Hay un concierto el viernes próximo. Tienes que venir al ensayo. No sabe bien el baile. Hay un concierto el viernes próximo. Tienes que venir al ensayo. Prefiere platicar en línea. Va al ensayo de baile a veces. No sabe bien el baile. Prefiere platicar en línea. Va al ensayo de baile a veces. Hay un concierto el viernes próximo. Tienes que venir al ensayo. No sabe bien el baile. Okay, muy bien. Let's write the phrases under these pictures. Hay un concierto el viernes próximo. Próximo has an accent mark on this O. Hay un concierto el viernes próximo. Va al ensayo de baile a veces. Prefiere platicar en línea. Línea, accent mark on the I. No sabe bien el baile. We need an upside down exclamation point because she's insisting. Tienes que venir al ensayo. You have to come to the rehearsal, young man. Hay un chico. El chico se llama Brent. Brent toma clases de baile. Pero a Brent no le gusta ir al ensayo de baile. Brent prefiere practicar en línea. La maestra de baile no está contenta. Ella llama a Brent. Brent le dice, hola. La maestra de baile le dice, Brent, tienes que venir al ensayo de baile. El concierto es el viernes próximo. Brent le dice, sí, maestra. Pero Brent no va al ensayo de baile todos los días. Brent solo va a veces. Brent prefiere practicar en línea. La noche del concierto, Brent está muy nervioso porque no sabe bien el baile. La música comienza y todos los bailarines bailan. Brent baila también, pero no sabe bien el baile. Brent tiene una idea. Brent baila breakdance y hip hop. La maestra de baile no está contenta. La maestra grita, ¡ay, ay, ay! Brent es pésimo. Pero clase, el público grita, sí, sí, Brent es fantástico. Brent está muy feliz. Fin. Okay, let's write the story about Brent, the guy who goes to rehearsal sometimes. El cuento del chico que va al ensayo a veces. He goes to rehearsal sometimes. There's a guy named Brent. He takes dance classes, but he only goes sometimes because he prefers to chat online. Brent solo va, he only goes, al ensayo de baile a veces. He only goes sometimes. The teacher calls and says, you have to come to practice. La maestra. Maestra is the female version of maestro. Those words are related to master through Latin. So she's the mistress or the master of dance. This word can also sometimes be used for teacher, like at school too. So you'll see that sometimes too. La maestra de baile llama y le dice, she calls and says, you have to, tienes que, how do you say to come, the infinitive, venir al ensayo, you have to come to rehearsal. But Brent only goes sometimes because he prefers to chat online. So let's say Brent doesn't go every day. No va. How do you say every day? All the days. How do you say it? Todos los días. Accent mark on this I. Porque he prefers, how do you say it? Prefiere practicar en línea. The night of the concert, Brent is nervous. Night would be la noche. It's a feminine word, so la. La noche del concierto. Brent está muy nervioso. La noche del concierto, Brent está muy nervioso. Why is he nervous? He doesn't know the dance very well. Brent no sabe. Sabe means knows, if you recall. Bien, he doesn't know it well. El baile. So he just does his own thing. Here he's doing breakdance. That's an English concept and an English word, so a Spanish speaker is just going to say breakdance. Breakdance y hip hop. The teacher's not very happy. She thinks he's awful. So let's have her yell it, even though here she's just thinking it. La maestra grita. Brent está pésimo. Pésimo has an accent mark on that E. La maestra grita, Brent está pésimo. Pero. Dot, dot, dot. Let's put it over here because we have enough room over here. El público. The public, the audience. Grita. Brent está fantástico. Fantástico, accent mark on this A. Now, they're saying he is fantastic. With está would mean what he's doing is great right now. This is great in this moment. Está pésimo, he's awful in this moment. If I said he es pésimo, that would be his trait or his characteristic. Like he's a terrible person. He's an awful person. Same with fantástico. If I said he es fantástico, then that would be he is a fantastic person. So using está, we're working on ser and estar. Using está for these characteristics makes them mean it's in this moment. Brent está feliz. He's happy. Preguntas. ¿Cómo se llama el chico? ¿Cómo se llama, clase? El chico se llama Ron. El chico se llama Troy. No. El chico se llama Brent. Número 2. ¿Qué tipo de clases toma Brent? ¿Qué tipo de clases? Brent toma clases de karate? No. Brent toma clases de golf? No. Toma clases de baile. Número 3. ¿Por qué hay muchos ensayos de baile? ¿Por qué hay muchos ensayos? Ensayos, rehearsals. Why are there so many? There's a concert, see? Hay un concierto. El viernes próximo. It's coming up. It's in proximity. Next Friday. Número 4. ¿Con qué frecuencia va Brent al ensayo de baile? ¿Con qué frecuencia? ¿Todos los días, clase? No. Brent va sometimes. How do you say it? A veces. ¿Por qué va a veces? ¿Por qué no va todos los días? He prefers, see? Prefiere platicar en línea. Número 6. ¿Qué le dice la maestra de baile a Brent? Tienes que come, how do you say it? Venir al ensayo. Número 7. ¿Por qué Brent está nervioso la noche del concierto de baile? Está nervioso, clase, ¿por qué? No sabe bien ¿qué? No sabe bien el baile, ¿sí? Número 8. ¿Cómo bailan los otros bailarines y cómo baila Brent? ¿Cómo bailan los otros bailarines? How do the other dancers dance? Bailan. Let's just say they were dancing ballet, since that's what I drew. Ballet, baile in Spanish. Y Brent baila breakdance. Y hip hop. We can just say that. Número 9. ¿Cómo reacciona la maestra de baile? ¿Cómo reacciona? ¿Le gusta el baile de Brent, clase? No, no le gusta. Ella grita. Brent está pésimo. Pésimo, accent mark there. ¿Cómo reacciona el público? ¿El público grita Brent está pésimo? No. Le gusta el baile de Brent. Le gusta, I just have el público is a single entity, so it's a singular noun. So I have le instead of les. And gusta, the thing they like is a singular thing, the dance of Brent. So le gusta el baile. Número 11. ¿Está Brent contento al final? ¿Está contento, clase? Sí. Está contento. Número 12. ¿Quién es tu personaje favorito en el cuento? Mi personaje favorito es Brent. Brent because he's just expressing himself. Lee y traduce. Read this story and write the English translation under the Spanish line by line. El chico que va al ensayo de baile, a veces. The guy who goes to dance rehearsal, sometimes. All right, you can abbreviate Brent with a B. That's the only name in there, so that should be all you need. Go ahead and pause the video, translate the story, and then we will check it. Go. Okay, we're back. Let's see how you did. There's a guy whose name is Brent. Brent takes classes of dance. The school of dance has a lot of rehearsals because there's a concert of dance next Friday. But Brent doesn't like to go, ir means to go, al ensayo de baile. He doesn't like to go to a dance rehearsal. Brent goes to rehearsal sometimes. Brent prefers to chat online. The teacher of dance is not happy. She calls Brent. She says, Brent, you have to come to rehearsal. The concert is next Friday. Brent says, yes, teacher. But Brent doesn't go to the rehearsal. Brent only goes sometimes. He prefers to chat online. The night of the concert, Brent is very nervous because he doesn't know the dance very well. The music starts, it commences. Did you get that word? It's related to commence. It means we could say start. The music starts. The dancers, bailarines, I know it looks like ballerinas, ballerina and bailarine, those are related words through Latin. By the way, ballet is French. French is also a Romance language based on Latin. So the dancers dance to the left, a la izquierda. Did you remember that word? Izquierda, it means to the left. Y Brent baila a la derecha, and Brent dances to the right. They jump high or tall, and Brent low. They get low, and Brent jumps high. And so, Brent decides to dance breakdance. I know that looks like decide, but it's decide. He decides to dance the breakdance. The teacher of dance is not happy. She grabs her head and yells, ay, 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 Brent is awful. This doesn't really have a good translation. It's just a kind of an exclamation like, oh no, I don't know. It's like that. But the audience yells, yes, yes, and applauds a lot. Did you get this? Applauda? They applaud a lot. They really clap. Brent is very happy. The end. La gramática. Sarah and Estar, Part 2. In Spanish, there are two verbs that mean to be in English, ser and estar. We worked on ser, conjugated it, talked about what it was used for last time. Now we're going to do estar. Estar in general is to be in Spanish for the following situations. The big ones are location and emotion. Let's write those down right off the bat. Location, where something is, where you are, that's estar. So I would say, estoy en casa, I'm home. I could also say estoy en mi casa, I'm at my house. But estoy en casa would be like saying I'm home. Estoy en la escuela, estoy en Tejas. Where you are is estar, its location, it's estar. It's also used for emotions, how you feel. Estoy feliz. I'm happy. Or estoy triste. I'm sad. Now for number 3, we're going to put health status. Like, estoy bien, which means I'm well. That is technically your health status. Or estoy mal. I'm doing badly. I'm feeling bad. Here is a clue about the verb estar in this category. Status. This is my little trick for estar. Estar is related to the word status through Latin. It's also related to the word station. So your station, where you are stationed, is your location, and your status, how you feel, either emotionally or health-wise, all of those are under estar. Estar is actually related to that word. It's in this sta. There's a root there. So I tend to think of estar as anything you could classify as a station or a status. If you want, you can write those notes over here because it's related to these words. This sta part of it. Your location, your station, your emotions, and your health, that's your status. It's also used in another couple of statuses. Stati? I don't know. Anyway, being crazy and being married. Spanish speakers will tend to say está loco, and they tend to say está casado, married. If you're female, you're casada, because this is your marital status. Now you might say, this is the reason why I said, okay, let that permanent, not so permanent be kind of loose in your mind, because students sometimes argue with me and they're like, well, married is permanent. And then other students will say, no, it's not. In today's day and time, it seems like it's not, but it should be. But being married is your status, your relationship status. Being crazy for whatever reason. Now, we all know people who are pretty much crazy. Like, that's their trait, that's their characteristic. But I just don't hear Spanish speakers really saying somebody es loco. I'm not saying you would never hear it. If you did hear it, it's the intrinsic trait of that person is craziness. So está loco is more like it's kind of their health status, is they're crazy, or it's how they're acting right now. You're crazy right now. You know, what you just said is crazy. Está loco. You're crazy. Está loco. Or loca if you're a girl. The other one that we'll put on here for number 5 is the present progressive, which is a tense that we will start getting into. Here's an example. Ella está llorando. She's crying. Está llorando. She is right now crying. Ando is kind of like our ing ending. So that tense uses the verb estar. Okay, let's conjugate estar so we can use it in some sentences. Yo estoy. That's an O. Sorry, it's not that legible. Yo in the present tense always ends in O or OY. So we have soy and estoy, both of our to be verbs, ser and estar. Their yo forms end in OY. It's very common. It's considered to be irregular, but it's common. So just think of yo as either O or OY in the present tense in Spanish. Tú estás. Tú always ends in S, and there's an accent mark on this A. Usted está, accent mark on the A. El and ella está. This one's the basic, accent mark on the A. So you are, he or she is how we would translate that. So we're talking about an AR verb. So in general, it's going to take AR endings, and it's actually pretty regular. You can see that all you have is estoy instead of esto for the yo form. But other than that, estar is not hard to conjugate. Nosotros and nosotras estamos. Nosotros and nosotras, it always ends in mos. I don't need the accent mark here because there's already an emphasized syllable right there, because that's the automatic place where there would be an emphasis is the second to last syllable. So I don't put an accent mark on estamos. Vosotros and vosotras estáis, accent mark on the A. Ustedes, ellos, and ellas están, like that, accent mark on the A. Ustedes, ellos, and ellas always end in an N. So you got your basic and you put an N on it, you've got it. Now let's practice using the correct form of estar in some sentences. And before we do it, let's cover up these conjugations and see how we do. Okay, ustedes, this is trying to say you all are in the auditorium. That's where you're located. Ustedes, okay, I know I have my basic, está, but I need a letter on it because this is the plural of usted. What is it? Están. Ustedes están en el auditorio. I am fine. I am well. Okay, yo always ends in O or OY. You know it's not esto. That sounds weird. Estoy. Yo estoy bien. Número 3. They are sad. They're feeling sad. It's an emotion. I've got a plural here. Here's my basic, and I need N. See? Número 4. You, informal, are in the bathroom. That's where you are. So, tú, here's my basic. What's the letter? Tú always ends in S. Tú estás en el baño. Número 5. Usted. You're so-so. You're feeling so-so. Usted just single usted, you formal. It's going to be the basic. Está, it's always the same as él and ella. Número 6, another yo. I am in the classroom, the salon of class, the classroom. What is it? Estoy. Número 7, you all are so-so. Okay, what about you all? Always ends in an N. It's plural. Multiple people. Número 8, nosotros, we are happy. What does nosotros always end in? 3 letters. Most. Nosotros estamos. Do I need that accent mark? No. Why not? It's already there. The emphasis is already there. Estamos. You're not going to say estamos or estamos. Número 9. They are in the movies. They're at the movies. That's their location. Okay, it's plural. So here's my basic plus what? Están. Ustedes, ellos, and ellas are always the same, and they always end in N. Número 10. You are well. Tú, what does tú always end in? S. Tú estás bien. Practica. Ser and Estar. Let's see both of these verbs working together on the same piece of paper so we can kind of hopefully separate them in our mind. Ser, conjugate ser correctly for each sentence below. Número 1, you are a police officer. This is profession. Usted es. Usted es. Ser, highly irregular. Some of the conjugations of it start with an E, if you recall. You are a police officer. I know that looks like you is, but this is not always equivalent to is in English, obviously. Número 2, I am the teacher. Okay, yo, it starts with an S. What is it? Yo always ends in what 2 options? You know it's not going to be yo soy la profesora, it is yo soy, see? Número 3, ustedes, you all are short. Ustedes, I need a letter, what is it? N, son, ustedes son bajos. Número 4, she is Mexican. Ella es mexicana. Es. Número 5, we are of Texas or from Texas. Nosotros. Okay, it starts with an S. I'll give you the next letter. You give me the last 3 letters. What are they? Nosotros always ends in 3 letters. Mos. Nosotros somos de Texas. Número 6, they are brothers. This is relationship. Ellos son with an N. So these 2 were examples of nationality and origin, by the way. This one is a trait. This is profession, and this is profession. Número 7, you are redhead. 2. Okay, 2 starts with the E. Kind of like this S conjugation. The next letter is R. Do you know the rest of it? 2. Eres. 2 always ends in S. Tú eres pelirrojo. That's a characteristic or trait. And then número 8, you and I are intelligent. Another characteristic or trait. This is a we. This is a nosotros. So we'll have somos. See? Okay, let's work on estar. Conjugate estar correctly for each sentence below. Número 9. I'm in the cafeteria. I'm in the cafeteria. That's a location, so I wanted estar. Yo, now this starts with the E-S-T, just like estar does. What's the ending? Yo estoy. Yo in the present tense always ends in either O or OY. Número 10. You all are so-so. You're so-so. You're feeling so-so, in other words. Okay. Here's my basic, but I need a letter. Están. For ustedes, plural, you all, están. Número 11. She is sad. She is sad. What would it be? Just simply está, the basic, because I just have a single person here. Número 12. Nosotras. It's we, and it's they. We know they're all girls, the way Spanish works anyway. We are happy. Está, what 3 letters? Estamos, no accent mark. Número 13. They are well. They are fine. Ellos están bien. Why están with an N? Because ellos is plural. They all are happy. Número 14. You are in the library. Tú. What's my letter for tú? On a verb, it would be es. Tú estás en la biblioteca. Número 15. You are bad. In other words, feeling bad. Feeling badly. I just want my basic here. What is it? Está. Muy bien. El quiz. ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es martes. ¿Qué fecha es hoy, clase? Es el 3 de junio. El 3 de junio. You have 12 phrases to match up. Go ahead and pause the video and take the quiz, and then we will check it. Go. Okay, we're back. Let's see how you did. Número 1. Platicar en línea. Letra Q. Número 2. Hacer la tarea. Letra T. Número 3. Estudiar. Letra N. Número 4. Ver televisión. Letra V. Número 5. Alquilar videos. Letra S. Número 6. ¿Qué hace? Letra X. Número 7. ¿Qué haces? Letra P. Número 8. ¿Va al ensayo de baile a veces? Letra Y. Número 9. Prefiere platicar en línea. Letra W. Número 10. Hay un concierto el viernes próximo. Letra U. Número 11. Tienes que venir al ensayo. Letra R. Número 12. No sabe bien el baile. Letra O. ¿Todo correcto, clase? Si tienes todo correcto, escribe un 100%. Muy bien. Lesson 27 Grammar Quiz. Estar. You're going to conjugate estar correctly for each sentence below. I want you to try to do this without looking back. Estar is pretty regular, so if you know the basic pattern of Spanish verbs, this verb should be pretty easy. So try to do it without looking back. Go ahead and pause the video. Go. Okay, we're back. Let's see how you did. Número 1. Usted está en la oficina. You're in the office. Número 2. I am fine. Yo estoy bien. Número 3. Ustedes están contentos. You all are happy. Número 4. Ella está mal. She's not doing so well. Número 5. Nosotros estamos. We are so-so. Número 6. Ellos están muertos. This is a health status. They're dead. Están muertos. Muerto is related to mortal and morgue and morbid, actually. Número 7. You are sad. Tú estás triste. ¿Todo correcto, clase? Si tienes todo correcto, todo correcto, una cara muy feliz. Pero si tienes al menos 4, una cara muy feliz también. If you have at least 4, that's still a big smiley face because it's very good First semester Spanish 1, if you can get half of those without looking back, you're doing great. Bonus material, the extra practice that's optional, telling and writing the story of the guy who goes to dance rehearsal sometimes. I started it for you here. It doesn't have to be perfect or exact or perfectly correct. You're just focusing on communicating the message. And do the practice because that will help the final essay and the final reading be a lot easier for you. So go ahead and do it, and I will see you in the next lesson. Muy bien, clase! You finished Lesson 27 of Spanish 1A, first semester beginning level Spanish. We are almost at the finish line, but if you still need to get a workbook, the link is in the description box below. And until next time, nos vemos, clase!